Oh, hey Jess. How's it going? Oh, hey, what's up, man? Just writing a quick narrative as a cold open for a video about using narrative to your advantage in filmmaking. Oh, that's sweet. What's it about? Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's actually about me running into myself and explaining that I'm writing a narrative about a cold open. So basically, isn't it describing what's happening right now? Today we're going to talk about how to use narrative to your advantage in filmmaking. What is going on, party people? I'm Jesse, founder of Radiant Media, where I create video content that shows you how to create video content for your videography business. I've got one, and I use it to document the progress of my journey. For today, since we're talking about narrative, I figured it would be a great idea for you guys to share in the comments your favorite filmmaking story. As a little added incentive, I am giving away a $25 Amazon gift card again once I get to 100 subscribers. All you gotta do for the course of the next few videos is write in the comments whatever I ask you to that particular day, like and subscribe to the channel. But let's get to the good stuff. Here are 5 ways to use narrative to your advantage in the process of filmmaking. The first way in which you can use narrative to your advantage is in mini documentaries, or documentaries, I suppose. It may seem like it's pretty obvious that for a documentary you're going to want to make a story. I mean, what do you see on 60 Minutes? You see a story played out through interviews. I had the chance to, fortunately, film a series of interviews for a nonprofit in Boston this past summer. I could have chosen to just plop those interviews in a random order that wouldn't necessarily make sense. What I decided to do, and what I think helped to propel the video, is start out with a concept, a story concept, and use the interviews and what they say and the questions that I ask them to form into a cohesive narrative. But I think that as long as you have from the outset a notion that, okay, here's where I'm going to go before I start interviewing, and as you're interviewing there's going to be some adaptations you have to make in terms of the questioning and how they answer or how they choose to answer. The second way in which you can use narrative to your advantage in filmmaking is for company advertisements. I did an internship at Basil Labs this past summer and I got to create a bunch of videos for them. But I think far and away my favorite was the last one that I made for them. It was a video that was more abstract, that didn't necessarily tap into any of their specific products, but I followed a story. I asked a series of questions. What if your company looked like this? What if your company provided this sort of a feeling to your customers? One of the advertisements which I feel did this very, very well is a Mazda commercial from a few years ago. Even though I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of and thousands and millions of advertisements over my lifetime, this is one that stuck out to me. Its use of narrative sucked me into its world. The third way in which you can use narrative to your advantage in filmmaking is to tell a story about yourself. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I finally got the chance to do a couple months ago. I uploaded a video on this channel, be sure to check it out if you haven't yet, that told the story of how I started Radiant. You get to connect with your viewers. And I can't speak for all of you guys, but I bet for those of you that watched that video, you said, wow, I learned something new about you. And so now you feel more connected to me. The fourth way in which you can use narrative to your advantage in filmmaking is through your real estate videos. I got the chance to shoot a house a couple of weeks ago, and in my mind before I started, I tried to think, what is the story I can tell here? I realized that, you know, it's just a house, it's not something that is an animate object, but at the same time, if you're making a real estate video, you want that video to appeal to an audience, and specifically the audience that wants to buy this home. The fifth and last way that you can use narrative to your advantage in filmmaking is to simply learn about another person's perspective. Before I shot the video for the nonprofit, which I will upload soon, I didn't necessarily know all about what that company did, or what that type of company did. They're an employee-employer matching service, but through my interviewing them, I was able to see the passion and the heart they had behind what they were doing. And now I know something about that type of business that I didn't know before. And it's helping me make more widespread my perspective on, just how the world operates. All right, thank you so much for watching Radiant Media, where I create video content that shows you how to create video content for your videography business. There'll be way more videos like this coming soon. I'm back, baby, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.